everybody, and welcome back to Let's Megamek with Marlow Stingrays. I got a special Memorial Day edition here. Had the next battle all set up, and my power flickered, and really frustrated me because that chase battle just took a long time to set up. I'm going to actually change the order. I'm going to do the other battle first, just because of I want to get this out quickly. But before I do actually get into the battle itself, I did want to address a couple things. First of all, I did go ahead and redo the rank system. And it's basically, I mean, I've jotted down notes to myself. This is also going to change slightly, but it's more of a time served type deal. With there being mostly everybody's going to be in like the enlisted. There will be enlisted unit leaders, which are appointed by the officers to basically like their assistants. The only other change I'm going to do here, I'm not going to do it right now, but I had everybody starting at private. I'm going to have actually people everybody start as recruit, and then after 3 months they go to private, and then I'm just going to basically shift all this down, and then have sergeant be the max that a enlisted can achieve, and the staff sergeant's going to be where the unit leader starts did. But there's that. There's also I wanted to show here the couple things on the infantry. First of all, as long as you have an elite or 2 veteran soldiers, you can field a platoon, and as long as the platoon survives, you can just recruit additional ones without additional roles. So I'll probably do that to fill up the roles of the people we lost. I really should have done that with the mechanical transports before I sold them, but which actually kind of brings me to the next point. Mechanized infantry, they're not considered infantry, they're treated as vehicles. So I'll be able to like deploy them like vehicles as far as like the other lances and so forth. They aren't really, I'll leave them in the infantry bays, but until I actually move them up here into the units, which I'm not going to do now because we've already deployed. I'm sorry, my voice is a little bit, or my throat's a little bit raw for some reason. Kind of making it hard to talk. There was something else in here I was wanting to show. Oh, yes, the personnel. Not a little bit of discussion on one of the Megamek forums, or Meg HQ forum, about how do doctors work, and how we kind of got sidetracked into like healing and so forth. And pretty much these guys are while they've like lost their limbs, there are prosthetics. We have prosthetics now even in modern day, which is more or less exactly the same kinds these guys will get because of the degradation of technology. You can get like better cybernetics that completely remove a penalty, but it's expensive. There's two different things. There's in the advanced injuries rules, you can get prosthetics that will help, but will never completely eliminate the penalty. Like he's lost his leg, so he has a +3 to his piloting rules. Of course, he doesn't. If he was a mech warrior, that'd be pretty significant. He could get a cybernetic implant that could reduce that to a +1, but he could never actually fix it. And that's where the campaign rules come into play. I'm not going to look it up now, but basically you can do roles, and it's extremely expensive to actually get a cybernetic replacement that completely eliminates that penalty. And an interesting side note is clans, they just basically clone you a new body and take the arm and put it on and you're fine. But we're not clans. So I'm going to actually unretire these people. As soon as I find the button to do so. I'm going to need to heal them too, which is fine. But the difference is going to be people like this. I'm going to, at the end of the contract, when it comes time to see if they basically retire, that's when we'll do this role, because it's significant when they have a permanent injury anyway, when this all goes down. Where are my infantry units? Well, I'll get them assigned here in between episodes. It's going to take me a little while. Get all of these guys? I think I can. Yeah. There we go. Be healed. But other than that, I think that's all the things I wanted to rest for now. So let me go ahead and put a pause in here, and we're going to actually get started on actually this probe battle first, because it's much smaller in scope. See you on the other side. Start. And there was one other thing I was wanting to show here real quick, but first I want to show you a little bit of a bug. When you're generating these custom guys, you have the option of randomizing their skill. I notice he's a 4/5. Notice he's still a 4/5. Let me go actually into his configuration. And he's 4/5 here. Let's hit random skill a few times. It's always a 4/5. Now let's say I change this. So let's say I want him to be an elite pilot. Okay. Cool. Let's randomize it. 4/5. This isn't very random, and it's not very useful. It makes this a pain in the butt. But that's what we have. So what I did is I found old rules, the 2.24 rules, because the current rules don't have this chart here, and I basically just rolled them up. I know that the Davians are supposed to be regulars, and they both rolled for 4/5s, and the enemy is supposed to be veteran, so some of them got 3/4, a few of them still are 4/5, none of them got the 2/3. Again, these numbers are off to me, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let me go ahead and pull up the other rules, because there was something else I wanted to show. It's not going to be too relevant now, but it will be eventually. It's the officer skills. This is something I've been neglecting, I didn't really think about, mainly because tactics is automatically done for you in MegaHQ, except for obviously this part doesn't this part up here doesn't apply when you're doing custom unless I actually manually do it, which is what I actually was looking up, and then I was like, oh yeah, these things do stuff as well. Strategy is so each one of these skills has a MegaHQ version part to it, and a battlefield part to it. So the MegaHQ version of strategy basically only applies. It's only really relevant to Captain Marlow, and his it basically is how many units you can deploy in a single battle. With him, I think he has like level 2 strategy, so he can actually commit up to 5 deployed units in a battle. And then the other part of it is reinforcements arrive 1 turn sooner for every point of skill and strategy. So that's interesting for like reinforcement, especially. It's especially useful like on our scout lands. I know Mom here has 1 point in strategy, which that's not too useful now because we're not doing reinforcement. But then leadership. The MegaHQ one's lengthy. I'm not going to read it because I don't remember what it does actually. But the other one is the battlefield version is basically every point of leadership you have more staying power. So if a scenario says that you lose at 50% and you have 1 point of leadership, you don't lose till 45%. It's kind of a double-edged sword because sometimes you're wanting to get out of dodge. I don't know why that keeps showing up. It's annoying. Anyway, there's that's that. So I've got the map set up. I've got all our units set up, and it is to 25%, I believe. Let's look up the probe rules real quick. Probes. Probing the probes. There it is. Winner controls the battlefield. Yeah, it's to. We have to destroy a quarter. So it's a little skirmish between 2 recon units. They have mostly these. Some of these vehicles are scary. This Saladin and the Pegasus. Let's do it. Oh, I did roll up a Peregrine as well. I replaced it with I think a Harasser, just because the Peregrine is a VTOL. I didn't realize it when I rolled it up. We deploy in the east, they deploy in the west. This is the mountainous terrain that we will be fighting in. I need to actually get the isometric view back out. There we go. Sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it isn't. We do have our 2 Davian helpers. Hopefully they know what they're doing. Hope it doesn't bug out. Less than ideal, because this is you come to really appreciate the automation in Mecha HQ when it comes to doing these manually, because it takes a long while to do this manually. And come on, Dave, work with me here. Work with me. Actually, I already messed up. I have them on a separate team. Alright. Pause and I'll be back. Let's try that again. People are set on the right teams, set at the start the right way. Light snowfall in the mountains. It wasn't as hard actually as I was afraid, because what I did is I saved the unit lists and then I reloaded the unit lists when I came back to this screen. So, minor crisis averted. Let's try this again. He did actually, while I was doing that, deploy, so it wasn't bugged that way, thankfully. Does look like we're going to start. Now I kind of need that map. There you go. Oh, look, he's already even deployed. See, he was set to any, so he was like looking at the entire map. This helps. Hey, he even deployed. Look here. What are you, a Stinger? Stinger is doable. It is doable. Let me I know you can't do that far. I do have a nice little big mountain here and a big mountain here. Let's start in a little bit more of a neutral position. Let's say kind of right there in the middle. Oh wow, they're stacking up down here. Yeah, the Saladin. What else you got stacked down here? There it is. A pack rat. Vindicator. Right. Now we're talking. This Locust is down here. I'm going to try to help him out. Javelin, yeah. And Phoenix Hawk. We have 2 Phoenix Hawk? Oh no, we have this one. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Okay, that Pegasus is dangerous. That Wasp is pretty far up. There's a lot of cover from that Pegasus though. Who is this? The Mongoose? Let's get you running up that way. Now some of these do have some long range. Ooh, there's something up there. What's that? A Scorpion. Maybe this Valkyrie and I can like maybe double team that, and then the rest of these guys take on all of this maybe. Ooh, Locust, don't die. Do not die. Dying would be bad for your health. What's he on? Level 2, level 4. I would have to I don't think there's any way I can see him. Certainly not like this. Let's jump, actually. I didn't set the gravity. I did see the option, but I didn't see the point because it just basically made us give us an extra click, and it wasn't doing any damage anyway. I also lowered the temperature to like -1. I'm assuming that was temperature was in Celsius. Either way, it's supposed to be, it's lightly snowing, so it must be cold. This guy can jump. I don't think he would be able to jump enough. 4, 5, 6. No. Yeah, I'm still going to put you up there though. You have nothing in range. You have nothing in range. He apparently can see something. That pack rat. Cool. You can't see anything. Of course, that means that pack rat can see you. Scorpion fired at our Valkyrie. There's lots of misses going on here. Lots, really high numbers needed to hit. But everyone moved pretty quickly, and everybody was running and sprinting and all that fun stuff. We don't get to die yet. 25%. We basically got to take out about 1,000, and they got to take out a little bit more than 1,000. They could easily do it though. I mean, there's an AC 20 on the field. That Pegasus is still very dangerous. I don't remember what the Harasser has. Might be a bad idea to silhouette you, but I'm going to do it anyway. Now you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where can I actually get you? Can I get you here? No. That would be a very bad place for you. Can I get you there? No. Well, maybe. Yeah, let's put you up there. Turn you that way. Mongoose. That thing's not moved yet, but that's okay. Go ahead and run up that way. Scorpion's not too scary. It's got an AC 5 on it, which is long range, but if I actually get close to it, it's not going to do much. As opposed to that Pegasus. Come on, Locust, please move. Do not just stand there. Where did that Saladin go? Here it is. That's interesting. Thank you, Locust. Thank you for not being completely stupid. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to get behind this Stinger, or at least to the side of it. See what we can do. Not much with that, but we'll fire it anyway. I guess we can afford to fire all of it. Well, except for the alarm 5, we're not going to do that. Couldn't hit with it anyway. Ooh, Harasser's getting some fire. What is he firing at me? A couple medium lasers needing to 12 to hit. You can actually see the Stinger. That's interesting. I'm only going to have you fire one of these things, but Scorpion moved up. That's good. Let's go ahead and yeah, let's throw all of it, all our medium lasers at it. He's going to return fire, looks like. And who's this? This is our Phoenix Hawk. Oh, that Saladin can see our Locust. Maybe by Locust if he rolls lucky. Let's go ahead and fire these. Actually, no. Yes, actually, yes. Yes. Harasser missed. Vindicator. Their Vindicator missed. Saladin missed, thankfully. Our Javelin missed, but I kind of expected that. Our Mongoose did hit. Did a little bit of damage to the motive system. Actually, destroyed it. There we go. It is immobile. What was its BV value? 406. So we don't need much more. Let's see. Their Scorpion did hit our Mongoose. Well, they traded fire. Our Vindicator took a couple hits from that Stinger. Oh, looky there. Oh, yes! Immobilized the Pegasus. Very good. Very good. How much was that worth? 850. We may have just won turn 2. Phoenix Hawk. Hit with one of his medium lasers. I'm going to have him kick. Apparently our Locust is going to get a kick in too. Needs a 9. Wow. Well, I'll try it anyway. We did hit. Left leg destroyed. Kick. He fell. He hurt himself. Why did he take... Oh, because he fell on his head. So he took 2 points of damage. Oh no, he only took 1 point of damage. There's a lot of things. Okay, he took 1 damage because he took 0.1 damage to the head. Then he had to roll to see if he stayed conscious. Then he failed his roll to see if he avoided damage from the fall. Took it to 1 other points of damage. So he did take 2 points of damage. Miss Jeanette Dyer. And we did kick that Pegasus again. I don't know why. Let's check our BV. Nope, we keep going. Apparently they're not out enough. A great first round though. Or, well, second round. We just need to be mindful of the Saladin. Which did move up here. Okay. He's probably going to take another shot at that Locust. Which actually... I'm going to actually jump up this way. Turn this way. You are going to jump behind him. Does that block you? I don't know. Turn this way. It may not, but we're going to do that anyway. You just prance on up there. Stinger fell. Took another point of damage. You might want to just stay down, dude. Can you see anything worthwhile? No. What I'd really like to take out is a Saladin. Fire, 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 fire. Fire, fire, fire. Okay, let's see what we got here. 12s. Ick. What do you need with that AC-20? An 8. Ow. That's not going to feel good. Not going to feel good at all. Okay, the Pack Rat missed our Vindicator. Locust Did damage to the jump jet on the Stinger. Harasser hit the center torso of the Locust. The Saladin missed. Whew. Stinger missed. Our Phoenix Hawk immobilized the Saladin. Who's in this stuff? Phoenix Hawk. Private Efemtsov? Sviatat. Wow, what a name! I need to find a name list and get names I can pronounce. Okay, so Svada killed that. Vindicator's fine. The Javelin just poured more. It actually destroyed it. She may actually end up, or he or she. Who is this? Oh, this is Tina. Okay. She may end up with a kill, but technically it'll happen sometimes. Whatever. Go ahead and give that thing a kick, and you go ahead and give him a kick. Kicking action. You kick the pack rat and did damage to the motive system. Ow, he got kicked in the head by that wasp. The Phoenix Hawk missed. The Vindicator, however, did not miss. Or yes, it did miss. Never mind. I'm blind. You missed the kick and you fell and did damage to yourself. Terry Tate must roll 4. Okay, everybody. Locust was kicked and fell. Wow. What a miserable melee round. But that is definitely victory. Oh yeah. There we go. Quick one. In the bag. Do I wish to save it? Yeah, probably a good idea to save it. Just in case. So I got out of there with minor damage. I don't think anybody got hurt physically, other than the Davian commander. But he doesn't. He just has to live. I don't care otherwise. Yeah, he took 1 hit. 1 kill. Malak, yeah, Malak did get the kill. Also, Victoria here is going to get credited with the kill as well. Yes, we did control. We might get some salvage. That legged Stinger shouldn't be able to run away. Although I don't know why I would want a legged Stinger. Some of those immobilized tanks might be useful too. That Saladin would have been useful, except they blew it up. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? This is all correct. The Wasp estate. Yeah, the Stinger is there. The Pegasus. I can't take a whole lot because I'm almost maxed out. I don't want the Scorpion. Don't want the Saladin's just salvage. It's just motive system damage. Otherwise, it's actually perfectly fine. Would they let me take it? Actually, yeah. Would they let me take both of these? Yeah. It's missing a leg. It would be salvage. I wouldn't be anything I'd repair. Maybe not. What's on this? Of course, I have more vehicles right now than I know what to do with. Locked the turret. Heavy damage here. Damage point to the engine. No. Let's just take this Pegasus and call it good. And we did capture some people. Pegasus, Saladin crew. And the Stinger pilot, Miss Dyer there. She just banged her head several times. Okay, and it was the Scorpion that Victoria got. Well, who legged the Stinger? That was the Phoenix Hawk. That makes it. Oh yes, Svata. So she got herself a kill too. It all worked out. All right, let's take a quick look at our personnel. Look at our prisoners. They're all the way up here. Jeanette's a male? And he lost his left foot. Ow. Um, but he wants to join. These guys sadly did not want to join. Okay, let's go ahead and. Oh, this one really, I would have loved to, even green, I would have loved to have had another driver. Bruises, a concussion. That's it, you're free. You're free. You apparently have a sprained left leg forever. What a picture. Broken arm. Yeah, you're free. I guess I can put a prosthetic on. Am I that Jeanette? Really? Okay. Sorry, that's just very distracting. Gunnery mech. A +3 to piloting roles. Honestly, that's not as bad as the gunnery, so I will go ahead and hire you. And we'll deal with the foot issue. We'll get you a prosthetic or something. And we're going to change. We're either going to change your name or your. Where are you? You're a mech warrior now. Edit. Daniel Martin. Alright, there we go. You are now Daniel Martin. I still don't like that pig. I don't know, this ink effect thing is. I hate that. But it's what we have. Alright, we'll get you treated and we'll figure it out from there. I guess next is going to be this other battle, but that will probably be for another day. So, until next time, crash and burn.